latex sticks to latex, will not come off. Latex also sticks to fabric, won't come off, so that it could be its own glue.
You talk about workshops that you're doing.
Yeah.
What age are these?
These kids are, well, the kids that are coming through for the courts are 18 and under, usually between like 16 and 18, 15, 16, 18, around there. But sometimes we have adults that come out. They help like to volunteer, and
It's all through the courts.
the program, the charity that it's with, is through the courts, but it's open to the whole community. Melissa and I fund it ourselves, so it's for the whole community. It's not fee based or anything. Yeah, it's in Toronto, so that's where it is. It's actually in a really bad neighborhood, Etobicoke, Lakeshore and Kipling area. Like that. Fort Nation, is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad neighborhood. But
Has he been through the course yet?
yeah. Any other questions, guys? Yep. Pardon?
What projects have you done?
We actually ran one of the largest haunted houses in Toronto. It's at right by Humber College. We had 10,000 people come through a year. 13 days, generated quite a bit of money for charity. We had about 100 actors working on it, or 100 youth working on it. So Melissa and I would do the actor training for the youth, help them build all the sets throughout the year. So that's one of the projects. We're hoping to work with Canada's Wonderland to train all their actors this year. We do all the media, social media for all the major conventions in the United States, and we'll be going to Australia, I think, in the summer to do actor training for a chain of haunted houses that's setting up there. So those are some of the things we do. But I mean, we've really done like hundreds of projects. But those are like some. Yeah. We're also helping to launch a magazine because we have a large network. So we're pushing the magazine through that. It's a haunted attraction industry, Halloween industry magazine. So that's one thing we do. We're creating content for them to use online as promotion. Any other? It is. You know what? It is scary at our house because we are known as the people who train people to scare in haunted houses. People bring us in for that, and we have all kinds of props in our basement, and people don't trust us anymore. So because what we'll do is we'll say, oh, you got to see the latest and greatest stuff we have. So we'll bring them down, and there's mannequins everywhere, there's props everywhere, and they'll be looking, wow, this is really realistic. But it'll be Melissa sitting in a chair, and she'll pop out right at the right time. So. Yeah, you don't want to. I'm scared to walk around the house. Let's just say that. There's a.
Tom, do you still have pictures of them at the show doing that? They built in one day, like a one room.
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube video of we filmed that and we did it for the magazine. If you have the time. Take me a second here. Adventures. Oh.
There it is.
Jesus, in my basement.
There it is. Yeah, it's off.
That's our Rebecca Canada, and today we're going to be building a trade show booth for Hauntopolis magazine.
So this was built in the Legion.
In one day. Check it out.
So this is the magazine. This what we're doing. Sorry. What we're doing here is creating content for this company online that spreads through our networks, so people subscribe to this magazine. So that's why we created this particular video, and this is their commercial. It's Halloween though, remember.
I want you to go to the description in this video. Click on the Hauntopolis Facebook link, and I want you to like their page. I also want you to subscribe to the magazine.
Jason, what
If
are
you
you
don't,
doing?
I'll come for your children.
Jason, what are you doing?
Mom, I told you not to bother me while I'm making my videos. What we've done is we've secured each skid with a bracing piece all the way from top to bottom on the ends, in the centers. Okay, so we're gonna be putting a ceiling on this abandoned building trade show. Because, I mean, what abandoned building doesn't have a ceiling, right? So what we're doing is we're basically taking 2x6s and we're running them across.
Actually, this is some of the tools I'm looking with. One of them is a jigsaw, and another is a chainsaw.
To me, it definitely looks like it's gonna split. But now we need to sort of age it a bit. We're gonna take a hammer and we're just gonna like basically bang out all these edges. Yeah, I can use the other side, you know, if you're looking to like really mess it up, make it look like it was split naturally by water damage or something like that.
How you doing?
So flip it over.
Get him on the mailbox,
As you can see, like it's all like chipped up. And
Maybe he can make the
it's
table
all
for
these
that.
natural things. It definitely looks like I can make that table. Split naturally. So we're gonna take these pieces. They're all gonna be random sizes, as you can see, and we're gonna install them maybe 16 inches apart, which is what you'd see in regular construction. And then we're gonna put a roof on it and bang it all out so it looks like the drywall fell down. And it's just layers of the things you'd see in construction. So you're gonna see it all. It's gonna be awesome. This is the drywall that mud would have went over, so it's all cracked up and stuff. And I mean, you could use a jigsaw to do this, but it's gonna look too manufactured. So the best way to do it, I feel, is with a hammer. I'm gonna take the back of the hammer. I'm gonna try to break
Don't
open
worry, I
this
won't
here.
use the table saw as a hammer.
And then once I get it broken into, it should be fairly easy. So you can sort of, you can see it's starting to make cracks right there. Gotta just be very careful that it doesn't break too far
What we're
in.
trying to do here is we're trying to create a theme of an abandoned building.
Slat.
So-
This is just black paint and a very crappy brush. And then just dry brushing it.
Dry brushing is a technique in which you put as little paint as you possibly can on your brush, and then you gently work it into the wood, giving you a little bit of a layered distress technique on your.
What are we doing?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you're waiting for me? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, because we want to add strength to this, and we have this extra plywood, we're going to be putting these pieces across to simulate that there is a floor above. So we are using a Durarock 20, which is like a drywall mix. It's 20, it means it dries in 20 minutes, so it dries really quickly. So what we're doing is we're just backlaying it over top and just pushing it and lifting it out, pushing, lifting it. And it's creating like a stucco, sort of like a mold look. So this is the first step in the technique before we start the painting. This is dilapidated, it's an abandoned building, right? So this eventually is starting to get wet and it's about to fall down. So we want to make it look unsafe. Oh, right in the fucking eye! It's not getting in your hair, you're not doing it right. 5 minutes, everyone! No, seriously, the janitor wants us out of here in 5 minutes. So the first layer of paint is going to be dun 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 white. Dan, what are you doing? You're just rolling it on?
I'm just rolling it on the best I can.
So this would have been like what the color of the wall was originally? Like the paint?
Yep.
So could it be any color, really? Could be any color. The Hauntopolis poster, which is the Halloween haunted house attraction magazine, is going to be kick-ass, I promise you.
Subscribe to the magazine.
We've installed this lighting in here to kind of give illumination to it, and
We're going to give people a little bit more of an engaging experience, so they can come in here, stand behind, we'll have some nice lights coming up from underneath and make it all look slick and stuff, and they can like just pose for their friends and take their picture. Yeah, come in, scare people.
This is a trade show.
Pose.
Doing dirt coming up from the walls. So what I do is I use brown paint and glaze to thin it out.
The city dump is your friend. Free paint.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just hitting the the cracked areas that was probably water damage with a little black on the top. And this is just to kind of accentuate it and to make it look like, it's starting to really mold around it so that it has that really black, spory mold look.
Is that just water?
That's just water.
Oh, new wire.
Thanks for watching Hot Adventures.
I Bob Bell in his suit helping us take it down. So we built it in small pieces so it takes apart and goes into a pickup truck to ship to Toronto. And I think it took like 15 minutes.
Very cool.
Any questions?
Yeah. Plans right here. I'm crazy. No, yeah, we had a plan. Yeah, we did. So sometimes if it's just me building it, the plan will be in my head. But because we had a whole team of people that were working, we had to draw it out and plan it, create a materials list. We were really cheap. Like, I'm probably cheaper than everybody here. I can almost guarantee it. Hey, we should have a competition. This booth costed $100, but only because the guy was procrastinating and didn't find the materials like I told him a week before. It would have cost nothing to make, but he spent $100 on some new material. But usually everything we do is on the cheap, yeah, super cheap. So, but I mean, we try to do good quality. So, yeah.
Okay, any other questions?